What is going on, guys? Sorarebanger here, and welcome back to the channel. And today we are going to be looking at some budget-friendly AA monsters for your Sorare teams. I have found 5 players in total, 3 defenders and 2 midfielders that are perfect for your Sorare lineups. Okay, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be looking at some AA monsters. Just to let you know what filters I have used. We're going to be looking in Europe only, just so we can use them for the longest amount of time. We've set the filters L15, AA of 23 and above, and a minimum of 75% of games started and played. We've put the recent floor average to 100, just so we can see the options out there. And yeah, I found 3 really good defenders and 2 great midfielders. So to kick things off, and I can't believe this guy is this price, we have got Ramalho from PSV. He's 31 years old and is a defender. We've got L5 of 70, L15 of 62, and L40 of 54. So really consistent. His current rare price is somewhere between 45 to 50 pounds, which is great. And his limited, if you have a look at recent sales, yeah, 54 on the rare. For that was 52. So yeah, around that sort of £50 mark. And then in limited, his most recent sale is £8.15. And if you look at his scores in his last L15, it's very good. Obviously playing for PSV, one of the best teams in the Netherlands. Some really nice scores, really nice peaks as well. Can score you anywhere up to those 100 scores. A couple of lower scores down here. That might be when he didn't start. Yes, that was a sub game. 2 of those were actually sub games. The rest is really solid, and crucially has an AA score of 26, which is really consistent. So even if they don't keep the clean sheet, yeah, he's still got that really good baseline for you. Next up, we have a guy that I've never actually seen before on the platform, which is a little bit of a strange thing for me because I'm always on Sorare data scouting. Is Philip Ziereis. I'm not sure how you say his surname. I probably butchered that. But yeah, he plays for LASK in the Austria Bundesliga. His current last sale on rare was £29.97, and in limited was £2.94, which is crazy cheap. And yeah, if you have a look at his L15 scores, once again, very consistent. One really bad score of 1, where it had an error. That was against Liverpool. And yeah, you know, when you're playing someone against Liverpool, you aren't really expecting those high scores anyway. His L15 AA average is 23.4, which is really great. Plays consistently, gets some really nice scores, and LASK are always one of the sort of better teams in Austria as well. And for £30, someone that's giving you these scores, I just think it's crazy value. And our last defender is Jordi Vanlerberghe, who plays for KV Mechelen. I've seen this player quite a lot as I own Jeffrey Harriman's rare card, who also plays for Mechelen. This guy is currently in rare, I believe, around the £30 mark. Yeah, his recent sale was actually £28.92, and his last limited sale was £2.11, so very cheap. If you have a look at his L15 scores, got L15 of 56.9 with 23.9 AA. Some really nice scores there, and some nice peaks sort of around the 85 mark. He does sometimes play a little bit further forward in CDM. I actually like him better when he plays centre back. He tends to score better when they play him there. A couple of sub games, but apart from that, very consistent. Should start most games, and once again for £30 I think is really great value. And moving into the midfield, we have got Mr. Consistent Benjamin Ondele, who plays for Lille in France. Got a really nice contract there till 2026, and currently is around the £70 mark in rare. His last sale was actually a little bit lower at £60.78, but yeah, his auction price is currently about 76. In terms of limited, a couple of recent sales there at £6 and £6.62. Like I was saying, he's very consistent with his scoring. The only downside to him is that he doesn't have as much upside, but you're going to always get normally a score somewhere between like 50 and 65 from him. Now, he didn't play the last game, so I'm not sure if he's currently injured or suspended. But yeah, normally plays every game. Nice and consistent. Really nice AA of 23.2. And yeah, he's someone that you can just plug and play and you don't really have to then worry about. And last up for our midfield pick, we have Josh Eccles, who plays for Coventry in the Championship. In terms of his prices, his most recent rare sale, was £73.3. Doesn't make sense. And last up in midfield, we have got Josh Eccles. Now, he plays for Coventry in the Championship. In terms of prices, his last rare sale was £73, and his last limited sale around that £11 mark. He's someone that's very, very consistent, and I haven't really scouted much of him previously. If we look at all of his scores there in his L40, he's a little bit up and down, but in the last L15, he's definitely found some form. Whether that's a change in shape for Coventry, maybe he's playing a slightly different role, I'm not sure. But yeah, on first scouting, some really nice scores, very, very consistent plays every game. He has also got a goal and 2 assists in that period as well. And like we saw in this game against Millwall, there is that upside of scoring 100 as well. And in terms of where you can actually use those cards and what competitions, I think all of those players are quite versatile. The good thing with them is that they give you a really nice, safe floor. So you can put them with some other big hitters, knowing that these guys are always going to get you somewhere around that sort of 50 to 65 mark. And then if they get a assist or goal, they can really push up into those mid to high 80s. And I think for their scores and their prices, there aren't many players on the platform which give you as much value. That's going to be all for today's video. Please let me know out of those 5 players who is your favorite pick. And as always, guys, please make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video.